Hey now, metalheads, it's Black Metal Werewolf making a brand new video for you this week. And today what I would like to talk about are skills. Now, skills are very important, be it at your job, in school, or just part of your everyday life. Everyone needs to learn important skills. And being a metalhead is no different. So that's why I'm going to be going over what I think are some of the most important skills every metalhead should know. One of the first skills every metalhead needs to learn, of course, is how to sew on your own patches. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Your mom or your grandma sewing heavy metal patches onto a vest for you is seriously uncool. Now, I understand a lot of guys don't want to learn how to sew because it makes them feel a little fruity, but you can be like Hank Hill and say you're not sewing, you're upholstering. And upholstering is one of the 5 original industrial arts. The next essential skill for every metalhead, of course, is mastering your metal scowl. Either you're a musician or you're a part of the audience, you have to get a good grimace on your face when you're there. If you're in the audience, you can't be sitting there la-di-da with a big ol' smile on your face. You're not seeing Donny Osmond, you're seeing Slayer or Carpathian Forest or something dark and evil. You have to look dark and evil to go along with it. And if you're a musician, you have to look dark and evil too to be a part of the whole act, you know? You're not playing to a bunch of kindergartners, you're playing to metalheads. So you have to look pissed off and evil even though you're up there having the time of your life. So remember, get out there, scrunch up your face, get a good frown and the evil eyes going, and master the skillful art of the metal scowl. This next skill isn't just for your safety, it's for the safety of everyone else around you, and that is learning how to headbang while driving. Of course, every metalhead wants to listen to music in the car. Whether you're driving to work or you're going on a long-haul road trip, it's great to have some music blasting. And that's why it is so important for your safety and the safety of all the others on the road to learn how to properly headbang while you're driving. Obviously, when you're behind the wheel, you can't go full thrasher headbanging. You're going to get into a car accident, you can harm yourself or possibly somebody else. And when the cops show up, they're not going to take "that was a bitchin' guitar solo" as an excuse. So just remember, keep both hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, stay rockin', but don't go overboard, and just keep it safe. Always remember that criminal negligence charges are a very real thing, and very good people have gone to prison for a very long time over much less. So, as I said before, this is a very important skill to learn. Another great skill for every metalhead to learn is how to decipher metal hieroglyphics. And by that I mean being able to read when a band takes their name and turns it into an unreadable logo. I remember when I was first getting into metal, and I'd be in the music store and I would see these black and death metal CDs with these near unreadable logos. And at the time I was like, how the fuck is anyone supposed to figure any of this out and know what these bands are about? But as the years progressed, I've become quite good at being able to decipher a lot of these logos. Now, of course, I'm not completely fluent in metal hieroglyphics, but I'm getting closer with every logo I see. Being able to decipher the letters from the design, when they take letters and turn them backwards or upside down to make it look even and cool, these are all very important things to learn. Now, some of you may be saying, how is this important? Well, if you hear a band that you like and you see their logo, it's great to be able to figure out what it says so you can take your phone out and look up more of their music and possibly fall in love with a brand new metal band. And of course, as you learn more about these hieroglyphics, you can see the beauty and art in all these designs. Now, of course, to some uneducated, ignorant, non-metalhead normie, they would see these logos as just chicken scratch. But to us, it's like reading Shakespeare. And on that same note, another great skill for metalheads to learn is being able to understand the language of guttural vocals. Once again, going back to my early days of being a metalhead, when I would listen to the music, I would sit there with the lyric book, going over all the lyrics with the music so I could understand what they were saying. At that time period, I had a very difficult time understanding all the words and the shrieks and the growls and the screams. But as the years have progressed, I've become quite good at being able to decipher what they're saying without ever having to look at the lyrics. Granted, I'm not usually 100%, but I can get pretty damn close. And of course this is a great skill to have because now I'm learning the meaning of the song. As I've said before, all these uneducated, ignorant normies think of metal as just these people screaming and you can't understand what they're saying. But for a lot of metalheads, as we progress through the years, we can understand what they're saying pretty damn clearly. Now, when it comes to language skills and the subculture of metal, there is one thing that every metalhead should learn. And of course, that is the basics of metalhead lingo. When someone says something along the lines of, "That's brutal," or "That's metal," or "Up the irons," or "Horns up," or when someone simply screams "Slayer," those are some things that every metalhead should be familiar with. These terms are essentially our own little secret code. If you were to use these around people who don't listen to metal, they would think you may be planning a serious crime or possibly a depraved sex act, when in reality you're just expressing how cool or badass something is. Now, the last skill I have for all you metalheads out there is probably the most important one, and those are basic hygiene skills. Now, I'm not saying that every metalhead doesn't have basic hygiene skills. I'm aware that most of us do, in fact, most regular people do. But there's always that one guy who doesn't shave, who doesn't shower, who doesn't wash their clothes, and it makes the rest of us look bad. I'm sure we have all been to a concert and you see that one disgusting metalhead with greasy, knotted hair that smells like a dumpster and makes us all look like a bunch of greasy bums. So do a service to yourself and all other metalheads by maintaining your hygiene. Wash and brush your hair on a regular basis, wash your band t-shirts, throw your battle vest in the freezer. The freezing temperatures kills all the smelly bacteria in it. These are all good tips to learn. And if you're a guy with facial hair, remember there are appropriate places to shave to maintain it. Always remember that calling someone a neckbeard is an insult for a reason. So take care of your facial hair, your clothes, everything. Have basic hygiene skills. You don't want to be that one metalhead that makes us all look like homeless people. Alright, metalheads, so those are all the skills that I think every metalhead should be well versed in. But of course, I want to get your guys' opinion on these skills. Do you agree or disagree with them? What are important skills that you think every metalhead should learn? Please leave a comment down below. I would love to know, and I'm sure all other metalheads would love to know too. And now, like my past videos, I either do an album recommendation or an album warning. And today, unfortunately, it's a warning. The album is Lordi Screamwriters Guild. Now, when this was announced, I was so excited for it. I absolutely love the album art. It's the band members as the Universal Monsters, and I love the Universal Monsters, so I was immediately sold on this. But then when I got this in the mail and I listened to it, I was totally disappointed. The lyrics were totally unoriginal and uninspired. The music was incredibly boring. There was only, I think, 2 songs on this entire album that I enjoyed, though that's really not good odds. So unfortunately, I have to say for now, this is a warning. Do not buy this. It just sucked. Perhaps I have to listen to this again at a later date and give it another try, but for now, I have to say it's just not good, so don't get it. So that's it for today's video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of today's video, checking out some of my past videos, and sharing them with a few of your friends while you're at it. If you would like to keep up with me on a more daily basis, you can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I also have patches for sale, so if you would like to get your very own, you can click right over here. There's also a link down in the description. Overall, thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to stay brutal.